Camel Toe Tap! Home edition.
I'm about to bust that
Hey,
ass.
I've been out for coffee for a month
Why?
now. I was drinking coffee to calm down on my ride, and I also was drinking it to fill my smoke. But when I drink it, I smoke, let the flavor into the coffee, kind of like how people do with cognac and cigar. I do that with coffee in the morning, and then I was like, nah, I'm doing too much. So, um, since I went on a diet, basically the only like heavy sugar I was taking in was in my creamer that was in my coffee, and I don't like coffee without cream, so I was like, fuck it. I don't know how I got hooked on coffee anyway. I started drinking coffee till I was like, shit. I didn't even drink coffee when we was all together, right? Just
I
like
don't
on
remember.
occasion.
I started drinking it in the
Only.
military and never looked back. I ain't looked back at
Yeah,
all. I
I was
was just
drinking
like,
that.
I ain't drinking as much as I used to because like as I get older and closer to like hot flashes and shit, I've been like drinking less coffee and taking
Hot
less
flash.
hot showers and shit. Well, whatever
Boy, talking
men have,
like,
that's the same as hot flashes. I don't know what it's called.
no. I don't need, I ain't even know. I thought men just get erectile dysfunction eventually. Oh, you forgot. I gotta take my B12. You got me on that B12. I got somebody else on that B12 too.
Shit, I just took one. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Those
But
shits, they get you right, man.
yeah. So in the morning time, I just take I drink my water. I usually drink a protein shake, and I take my B12 vitamin. I take my B12 vitamin when I wake up, and then it's like 3 hours later when I'm getting to work. So then instead of drinking coffee on my way to work, I do a protein shake. Then I eat a
So it,
regular lunch and a regular dinner.
so it works for you. The B12 works for you.
I think it does. Um, the difference between the reason why I say I think because I replaced coffee with B12, and then basically it wasn't a lateral um, replacement, but the way I did it was I basically stopped drinking coffee and started taking B12 around the same time. So coffee relaxes me. It doesn't hype me up or anything like that. I go to sleep off coffee. Like I have to when I drive drinking coffee, and it's not like super early in the morning when I just woke up. I have to be careful because I start getting tired. Um, but the B12 with the B12, I have not had that issue at all. So I think it actually is working. Or it might just be because I stopped taking coffee and I know coffee um, slows me down anyway.
Look, that's one thing I liked about the B12. Like it don't give you that crash or none of that shit.
Hmm.
Like you can pop one. Shit, like I used to do it before workouts or if I was going to like shoot ball or something.
Hmm.
That because shit, father time undefeated. So I had to keep up with them young boys.
I was about to say, don't say that to LeBron. LeBron over there fighting hard, but then I ain't want to say that because fuck around and get injured for a whole year or something.
I mean, you can see it though. Like at times,
Yeah,
you can see it starting to hang on him. But I mean, 20 years will do that to you. So
you know what, LeBron? He reminds me of. All right, so everybody knows this type of athlete, the athlete that like actually never made it, so they don't have all that super wear and tear as a professional athlete, but they're like good as fuck, 40, 50 years old, still keeping shape and all that stuff.
yeah,
So that's what he reminds me of, like
I
I
I
was about
thought
to
the
say
same
close up,
thing.
like a
There was
Marion
one
Jones
year.
when she went back to WNBA, went to the
Yeah,
WNBA. Like you can still do the shit, you just can't do it for a long burst of time.
It seemed like some people was though. Like Vince Carter,
Hmm.
it seemed like he was never gonna go anywhere. I ain't think Kobe was gonna go anywhere either until he tore his Achilles, and I was like, oh, it just it just sucked to watch that last season of him play because it's like you know what he trying to do, and he just couldn't. It just didn't have it no more after
Other
that
than that
injury.
60-point game, what was his stats? Points is what I'm really looking at. What's it like 10,
What
14, 15?
what 60 point game?
His last game he scored 60, right?
Yeah,
Other than that, his average was what? 10, 15?
that season,
Yeah,
uh, like 16, some shit like that.
yeah, yeah. That wasn't that, and that's crazy. That it's still not bad. Still not bad at all. But I think uh, I every time I watched that 60-point game, I was like, they ain't even guarding this dude. They just stood in front of him, smiled like Kobe's last game.
What's it?
It's Kobe's
Since
last game.
do you got any? You got a top five Kobe Bryant moments?
Well, you know, I ain't no Kobe fan.
But you watch basketball.
So I have to do this randomly. It can't be like top five in the sequence. Um, but the championship that he won when he jumped on the scores table like this with his arms wide and all that shit. Was that was the one that we watched together, right?
Which one was that?
When he beat the Celtics.
Oh, that was that one. Was that number
Yeah,
four or
I
number?
think I think that I think that was
That,
the
that had to be number five because number four they
I
beat
think
the Magic.
easy ass ring, easy ring. And the crazy thing that was T Mac Magic, right?
No, Dwight Howard and
Oh,
oh, I
that's
can't
the
remember
Penny.
who else was on that team.
Dwight Howard Penny. It was
I
Penny.
don't think Penny was on there. Mm-mm.
It had to be T Mac because I don't think they had a year without Penny and T Mac. I mean, or T Mac.
Yeah, they had because remember they had T Mac and Grant Hill, and then Grant Hill kept getting hurt,
Mm-hmm.
and they traded T Mac to the Rockets. And by that time, Dwight wasn't there yet. He didn't get there until later on.
Dwight was there when they went to the championship, though, right?
Yeah, they.
And that is the number one reason why he should be this top 75 player of all time. He basically did what LeBron did before LeBron. But we got to stay on Kobe. So that one, I'm gonna have to say the famous Chappelle Show skit, Kobe. uh, that rookie game where he actually it was his coming out party where he came out like his first game he actually went out and missed all those shots, but he kept shooting. And then like a couple of games later, he went out there and it was the exact opposite, and he was out there scoring his ass off. That's a favorite moment. What's that?
How is
Three?
that a favorite?
The part where he came out because I ain't started hating Kobe until he told on Shaq. Um, but that was before all of that. Now I was proud of him at that moment. We was both in school. You know what I'm saying? He doing them jump shot with a little afro on him. You know what I'm saying? He had a little afro. Allen Iverson out there with tattooed up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I liked him back then. Um, Yeah, that first game that he went off, I can't remember who he went off on, but it was like his rookie season, and it's a couple of games after he went out there and basically airballed everything, bricked everything, just like taking shots, missing it all. But it was the courage of him going back, cause shoot or shoot, getting in that gym, working on it, getting working his ass off, and then going out there and doing it again. But this time they all going in. That's encouragement. That shows you what hard work is and what hard work would do to a person. The next one was when he changed the number to 24 because that was one over Jordan. Like the number change. It's a big thing to me too. The Achilles heel. We snapped his Achilles and went over there, shot the shots, and walked off the court. That'd been my fifth.
Damn, I hate most
But
of
I
your
also
moments.
think he should have.
I hate most of your moments, man.
Why?
The only reason why I say that is because, okay, you brought up the 60-point game.
Hmm.
You brought up.
I ain't said that was a moment though. That's not a moment for me because I feel like they let him do that.
But you bring up the Achilles tear, and it's like, I don't know, like that was the end. That you seen the end. Like you didn't see the end before then. But when he tore that Achilles, it's like, you know, can't see you coming back from this one. I mean, he played after that, but I'm saying he just went the same.
Common thing, yeah, the common thing about what I was picking is things that would destroy someone, like him missing all those shots on his rookie game, him getting accused of something that he probably more than likely didn't do. And I'm going by what we were thinking at that time. Something he more than likely didn't do. But he had to go through the process. And no one knew what was going to come out of that when it came to that court case. But and that Achilles tear, you know what I'm saying? These are things that he overcame and became to get to the greatness that we know of today. The 8 to 24 conversion. I still don't know the full backstory behind that, but somebody from his press team put that one over Jordan out there because that's exactly what they said as soon as he did it, man. He's like, all right, but that's what's up, man. So I like stuff like that. I like stuff like that. And again, I mean, the only reason why I didn't like him was the whole telling on Shaq thing. It ain't even picking Shaq over the Lakers.
But you know, when Shaq first came in the league, you wasn't even a Shaq fan.
Who, me?
Yeah, you wasn't. I don't think any one of us was. I wasn't a fan until he went to the Lakers.
I think I became a fan when they chose Kobe over Shaq. I still don't like a lot of things about him, but that's just personal choices that he makes that I don't agree with. I get into it. He seems like the guy that you go to when you need to put a black face on the company. He benefits a lot from him, but it's the reason why the white people keep going directly to him for that.
You being totally disrespectful right now, so I'm gonna go through my top 5. Number 5 is when he won the dunk contest. I remember whenever he was there, he had, I don't know, what did we call swag before the word swag? I don't remember.
We use dumb white words like bravado and.
Was it fresh? Did we use fresh? Or tight? I don't know. Whatever we used back then. I remember he had
Put
that.
his own spin on it.
Yeah, he had that because he had Brandy in the crowd cheering for him and shit like that. I was like, look at this little. Like, hey, that was my first introduction to Kobe. I was like, okay, I'm intrigued. I want to see this dude game. And so, like, our next top moment was when he didn't blink at all when Matt Barnes faked like he was gonna throw the ball in his face. Like
Like,
that. Yeah, that's that mama mentality, boy. I like that shit. Uh, Another favorite moment when he scored 81 against the Raptors. Now I didn't watch the game because I was too busy watching Carolina getting their ass whooped in a playoff game.
hmm
But after the sting of that loss went away, I went back and watched the full game, and
hmm
like I ain't watched the highlights or just the made shots or nothing. I went back and
watch
watched
the
the whole
game.
game,
You know what's
and
weird about that game? When you're watching the game, does it feel like he scored 81?
I
It don't even feel like he went off like that. He's just going out the court.
I mean, it's hard to say because like I'm so used to watching him do shit like that. I was so used to watching him do shit like that it just seems like anytime he took a shot, it was gonna go in. Like you could tell when he was having an off night,
Mm.
but it was hard to see those nights because he just kept attacking. Um,
He wasn't that efficient most nights.
don't do that. Don't do that because two things. One, I think he should be involved more into the GOAT conversation. Number one. And number two, the one that everybody always says is the GOAT, he's been on record to say that the only person that would beat him in a
He
one on
prefers
one
Kobe.
game is Kobe.
He prefers Kobe. He wanted Kobe to be the GOAT because Kobe is the Jordan 2.0.
No,
But
but he said it though. He said it. He
I know
said
what he said. I
he
know what he
said
said.
I beat Bron in his prime, I beat Melo in his prime, I beat Durant in his prime. He was naming off all these. I beat him in their prime, and he said except Kobe, because Kobe be stealing all my moves. And not only did Kobe,
See, that was the pastime. Except for except for Jordan 2.0. Jordan 2.0, I probably won't beat him out here. Yeah, except for the carbon copy of me, I won't beat him. Yeah, that's the
okay,
classic Jordan thing. I
but
think LeBron would beat the brakes off Jordan.
man, what?
I think
You
LeBron would beat
crazy?
the brakes off Jordan.
And
Boy,
with Jordan in his prime?
I, Jordan would start the game with just a knee brace. He would end the game with arm braces, knee braces, and some new shoes. He would be that break. I think now I think because they played together in their prime against each other in their prime. I think LeBron will beat Kobe, but I don't think it'll be like that. I mean, you can watch them play 5-on-5 and how dumb
Yeah, but
those
even
games were.
but even but even LeBron in his prime didn't have an efficient shot. He just knew how to attack the basket and get everybody involved.
I have to
His
say
shot
that I
wasn't
have to
that
say
good
something a
though.
little different. I have to say something a little different. Um, LeBron is. Let's not do all this. Let's not go this far. Because you know how I am. I could argue LeBron all day. But this is
Okay,
the Kobe thing.
so my number two moment was when he averaged 40 points a game for a whole month straight.
Yeah.
He had scored at least 40 points in 9 straight games. He averaged
Only.
40 points for the month. But that was number two. Number one, I kind of cheated. My number one is all his game winning shots because they was
Three of
just huh.
all three of
What he hit like? Well, it's conflicting online. Online it said he hit 8, but I can tell you
them.
now he hit more than 8 game winning shots. Cause I could think of 8 right now off the top of my head.
That's probably all
So
8 of them.
he. Mm.
I could think of 8 LeBron and Jordan shot. Who has the most?
I think I want to say
You think
Jordan.
wrong. You think wrong.
I think I'm gonna say Jordan,
You
just
think you're
because.
wrong. You think you're wrong. Nah, I don't know. I don't know. I
I
know
just
they
I
did post it. They posted it after LeBron hit one, and I can't remember. I think it. I don't know. I can't remember.
yeah I
But
only
I think
pick
they posted the thing after that.
I only pick Jordan because
But you know what? Black will post who has the most game winning shots and how many there were right here. Right under that, he'll post LeBron's game winning shot, and then he'll post the number of Kobe's game winning shots. If one of them isn't number one.
you said that I was.
Yeah. That's what you usually do on the thing. You'll just post random stuff, but I'm saying you're gonna post Jordan's here, LeBron's here, and Kobe's here.
Yeah, I'll look. I don't think it's anybody above Jordan though. If it is, and shit.
I know LeBron is number one in efficiency. I don't know. I think Jordan is like ahead by like 2 or 3 games.
Number one in efficiency, where compared to who? Like when?
Overall, ever with game winning shots. I mean, you're gonna post that stat right here. I know you is. You gonna go look it up. I do all this stuff off of memory.
What was the name of it? You said most
Most game
efficient,
winners.
most
First, most
game.
game winners, and then most efficient with game winning shots. Because they did that on the Steph Curry game. Because his efficiency is low as fuck.
We'll see.
Yeah, motherfucker, we'll see.
But I don't think it's LeBron though. That's just me.
Like LeBron, yeah, you ready to bomb? Like LeBron, yeah, you ready to bomb?
That's not how it goes. It's a dog. I'm sitting here
Shout out to
bouncing
Patrick
like,
Jones.
okay, nah.
You know, so I did a song called LeBron, um, and it was really like I just did it like LeBron, yeah, you ready to bomb? And it was like the same flow that Pastor Troy had on Saddam. I ain't about to reintroduce myself. Let's say set it off to the left, hit it in the left. That shit. Same flow. And I didn't realize I was doing the same flow and everything. And I did it to that beat, that Thuggish Ruggish Bone sample. You remember that beat?
Yeah.
I did that beat. And then I did it this year because I was going to do it for the 20th anniversary. No, it was last year because it was before the basketball game I went to. But then I was like, man, that shit biting too hard. I said, that flow is too much like Troy. And then I didn't know how to clear the sample anyway. So I was just like, I just redo the whole song. But I will do a LeBron song again, another LeBron song.
You don't know how to clear samples?
I mean, I know how to load the sample, but
Just
I ain't got no money to be clearing samples like that.
No, all you gotta do is highlight it
Highlight it,
and then hit delete.
yeah, that takes it off.
That's how
I
you
need that
clear
sample.
it.
That
Oh
sample makes
Lord,
that sample makes the beat though.
that's that permanently
Shit,
clear thing off.
I had a similar thought. I was gonna do. Well, I started writing a song to Tupac's "Dear Mama," but I was gonna call it "Dear Mamba."
Dear Kobe?
But
Oh.
I decided not to do it because
Hey,
it's
let's
just,
do
it's
it.
just
Let's do it.
yeah, but I just ain't wanna. I just ain't wanna, do something that people wouldn't appreciate over such
They will
a
appreciate
classic
that
beat.
shit. Dog. They will appreciate that shit. But I'm gonna say do it on the original beat so you can monetize off of it. Let's do that. You do a Mamba song. I do a LeBron song. And Set do a Trey Young song.
Oh, and then nope. I can't do no Trey Young song.
You could
Trey
you
Young
could
is
do AI.
not that great
I'm
yet.
short.
So
I'm 5'8" and not caught.
I can do an
I'm
AI
short.
one.
I drew between my legs.
He five
I'm short,
he
but I got
5'11".
that
He
shot.
five he's
I'm short,
5'11".
but I got that
Who
shot. I can
5'11"?
take the
Trey Young?
basketball.
He probably
Damn, Bryce Young shorter than Trey Young.
yeah.
He's young, ass nigga.
Let's talk about Bryce Young in a second. But it's time to tell them what they can find you. Nah. Tell them Set got on just to cut off. Tell them where they can find you, Set. He only got on to promote himself. Once you disappear again.
Y'all can find me on Snapchat, Too Fresh 4BS, or you can find me on YouTube, High Midnight, Camel Toe Tap.
Say four again.
Booyah. Booyah.
Say four again.
Yeah. Too Fresh.
All right, do it with your other
4BS.
hand. Do the fours with your other hand.
Huh? Too Fresh.
No,
4BS.
put the whole hand in the screen. Put the whole hand in the screen. I'm trying to see what your ring finger look like. Oh.
Oh, you seen it?
Oh.
You seen it?
All right.
Too Fresh.
Still ain't get it.
4BS.
He still ain't put it in there. All right.
You see it, man? I did do it, man. What you talking about?
All right. You can find me and everything I do at www.distractionnetwork.com.
Where else?
You can find me Snapchat 16 King. Everything I do, you do, we do. Number 2, the shit. You can also check me out on YouTube, High Midnight 16 King. Booyaka, woo!
So do we shit together, or you say everything you do, we do, shit do, and do?
Yeah. Number 2, the shit.
Everybody put your
Till next
twos
time. Take care.
up.
Be safe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Holla!